I would like to call to order the August 19th, 2025 school committee meeting to order at 6:32 p.m. Roll call, please.
Chair Martinoli.
Here.
Mayo.
Here.
Mr. Connell.
Here.
Mr. Beal Cruz.
Here.
Mr. Simmons.
Here.
We have a forum. Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic from which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is anybody here signed up to speak, or would they like to speak? Do we have anyone online?
Nope.
Should I wait a few minutes?
Figure. We can go back to 6:33, so. I mean, it's 6:32 at some time.
Okay, so let's move on to the consent agenda. Is there anything that anybody would like to pull from the agenda to discuss? Okay, do we have a motion to approve the consent agenda as written? So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. Okay, so we are moving on to the superintendent's report.
I just want to quickly wrap up the summer and thank the custodians and the maintenance staff for their outstanding work that they did in the heat, cleaning and scrubbing and painting and just making the buildings look fantastic, ready for the students again. We had a big project with the middle school gymnasium. One of the things I'm looking forward to as the floor is stripped down and back to the bare wood, and it's been a long time. The central logo is going to be repainted to match the one at the high school. All right, so it's going to look very good, a nice transition from middle to high school. I want to also, the other thing that we did, for the past couple of years, we've been replacing middle school student desks. They're good. But we're getting better ones for the middle school that actually fit the rooms better and make more sense. Now, the middle school desks that were purchased when this building was made was built 2008. They're moving to the high school. And they're replacing the rusty old 1960s, vintage 70s desks. So it's a nice classroom refresh. Taking the nice, still decent ones out of the middle school, bringing them to the high school, getting rid of the old, embarrassing, rusty ones. We're also very excited that this year, for the first time, we now have a school psychologist at each school. This has been like trying to find a unicorn to get a school psychologist, and we have a lovely one who is going to be here at the middle school. So now we have a psychologist for each school. The Department of Health did approve our pilot program for the PFAS remediation for the well number 2 at the middle high school. So far, the grant monies are still available. So we're moving forward with that. I did send something out to the families a couple of days ago and also CC all of you. But finally, I just want to welcome our new teachers and our new staff. It's always difficult finding top qualified people across any industry, but North Smithfield schools are attracting the best and the brightest. You know, sometimes we have difficulties choosing between multiple good candidates. not just trying to find somebody to fill a spot. So we have some amazing people starting this year. We have wonderful programs that we have in place that we're going to continue to expand. Uh, Student support services, mental health support, uh, fun things, academic supports. We've been, North Smithfield Schools has been routinely in the top tier of the state on academic achievement. And we've also, across multiple measures, been #1 in the state on student growth. So we're going to continue that path. We have all of our coaches are hired for the fall athletic season. So we're just ready to start. The only thing we're missing right now this week are all the teachers and kids. But next week, we'll be taking care of that and the students. So
We kind of covered personnel resignations, retirements, leaves of absence and appointments.
right, I just want to call out a couple of people. And again, Dr. Burns, it was wonderful having her with us for the past 3 years. Again, I was so happy she came on board. I worked with her in Central Falls. We had been friends for a long time, and it wasn't me that got her hired. She certainly proved herself with the interview committee. I just helped to try to convince her to apply. But I'm very pleased she's returning back to her original love of doing data. And Dan Garrity, he started last week. He's been all over the high school. He's met with many of us. He's going to be a fantastic addition to the high school. All that great work that the administration and the teachers have been doing. Well, we found a good guy who's going to continue that work and then bring his own talents to it. And I just wanted to say congratulations to Dave Miller. So our math teacher, and he got his administration certification, and he's an assistant principal now. So congratulations to him. So as far as that, I mean, we have so many people on the list, new appointments and resignations, and I wish folks well, and I just welcome them to North Smithfield.
Same thing that the superintendent said, same people I noticed.
I feel the same way. I wish everybody the best. Welcome, whoever is new, and best of luck for those who have left us. I think at this point, then we go on to old business. FY 26 operating capital budgets. How are we doing?
Nothing really to report yet.
Oh,
Yeah, we're just operating slowly but surely. So if purchasing opened the middle of July, so no headway yet. We haven't paid any teachers or anything yet, so nothing exciting.
as far as
I know it's just the last meeting, but I said we were able to, we had a little bit of grant money lost, but we were able to cover that. Is that the situation?
Oh, Title II.
Oh, so no, we actually heard that we are getting Title II. So that news turned around quite quickly.
Okay.
So we should be all set there. Actually. Yes.
on old business extension of Superintendent St. Jean's contract for an additional year. Talking about or other action.
I'll make a motion that we extend the superintendent's contract an additional year as per the agenda.
Is there a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes.
Well, thank you very much.
You're stuck.
And you had just mentioned that we were one of the top in the state, and we certainly thank you for moving us in that direction.
Oh, well, it's
everybody,
everyone.
it's
Yes.
everybody, but,
Everybody, but thank you.
You are.
All right.
It is everybody, but it's
Yeah.
also the head at the
Exactly.
same time. I'm a bit of a charge, and that's
I just stay out of their way and let them be brilliant, so.
Honestly, that's the best. That's pretty good.
Excellent. Moving on to new business. First reading of new revised policies and protocol. A. Leave pursuant to the Rhode Island Parental Leave Act, the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act, and the Rhode Island Family Military Leave Act. Do we want to vote on each one? How do we want to do this?
I think you can discuss each one and then have a vote for
Okay,
each one. First reading. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's right. No vote. Just question. Just any questions.
Yeah, we do vote on don't we vote on the first read technically?
No,
Second, yeah.
okay. So so we'll go on to the next B.
Well, I have one question.
Okay, go
Class.
ahead.
I just want, and of course, I was focused more on the finances this week. I spent a lot of time with that, but I can look at these quick. I just want to know, was the union talking about the class side? I mean, are you sorry about the class side?
Yeah, so that's more of a reporting of the class size. It doesn't interfere with the collective bargaining agreement. And just to be clear, A has Alicia did a number of updates because the one we had was pretty old and had fallen
Yeah,
out
all
of
of
sync.
it is very, very old at this point.
Yeah.
We haven't looked at that in a while.
Right, and the others, B, C, D, E, and F. All of those were dated 2013. Last they were approved, and we went through them, and I don't have any recommendations for changes on these. I did cross-reference the state statutes and if anything changed. These are all pretty much good to go. It was really just nice to have a new set of eyes on these. And then to move out of 2013 and into 2025. Now, there will be some coming up that will have major revisions. But this section here is a bit of housekeeping.
I do have a question. If something is based on either state or federal law, can we change it or not? I mean, can we make suggestions?
Yeah, well, you can go beyond it. I don't think you can't change it or ignore it. But if you want to add more to it, or if you need to qualify something, yeah, we can add to it.
I actually do have a couple of thoughts, but
Okay,
I don't know
good.
if they can.
And I'm sure it's on wellness.
That one, yes, but
Yeah.
it's on before that.
Okay,
we'll
please.
just Go on.
So on A, are there any concerns or discussion on A that we need to address? If we move on to B, statement of philosophy. Sounds good. Are we all good on that one? B, code of basic management principles and ethical school standards.
Which is a good one to call out.
Thank you. I haven't thought of that.
Because I know the town has passed their policy. This policy is basically from state statute. And it had for municipal employees, government employees, and it hasn't changed. That law is still in effect. So our code of basic management principles and ethical school standards is quite comprehensive, and it is based on state statutes and guidelines.
And I didn't have a problem with that part, but it almost seemed to me like this could be separated because the first part of it is speaking to school committee members or school committee. Second part of it, starting with nepotism, is really speaking to employees. And that one is not based on state law. So
Okay.
I didn't know if we could have a 1B1 and a 1B2 separating school
We can
committees.
separate.
Town,
Okay.
and not town employees, but employees.
So we could do that, have that for the second reading, I think we can split it into two and treat it as a second reading.
I think it makes more sense.
I think
Yeah.
so too,
Having
because-
read it,
Yeah.
And then seeing the nepotism, I thought, oh,
Okay.
we're not
Didn't
really,
follow. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
And so I didn't know Code of Basic Management Principles and Ethical School Standards, School Committee would be the first part, and then employees for the second part. Now, if someone's looking for something specifically, it'd be easier for them to find.
Would you, Chair, if I may, just to clarify. You're not looking to change the substance. No,
No,
it's
no,
not.
no,
It's just that,
separate.
just that separation.
Exactly.
I just want to understand what, you know.
Okay. Yep, I have that.
It just makes more sense.
I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Are we good, David?
Yep.
Okay, D, master plans and strategic plans.
I actually, it's too, I'm sorry. And unfortunately, I know that this is based on a lot of Rhode Island general laws, but I was just wondering. The whole implementation of the Rhode Island Middle School Reform Act of 2004, that's 20 years old.
No, it's still current.
It's-
That's why I left, they have not taken it off the statute. Otherwise, yes, it didn't make any sense to me to still have it there. We could probably remove that.
My, that is that, people who are reading this.
Yeah.
Who might not realize, that it's speaking in general. I look at it and say, well, what is wrong with our middle school? And I'm sure that in 2004, the whole middle school concept was coming into being, and that's why it was written into the master plan.
Right.
It really didn't make any sense, because we know that all of these things are being done in our middle school.
That's true.
It's just a.
All right. I can. Just for clarity's sake, I'll strike that section.
So we're gonna take that section, out. We're gonna take it out.
Yes.
Can I just make one thing on that? I've mentioned this before, but I just want to reiterate, we are a member of the Association of School Committees. We really think something needs to get fixed. I mean, go to riots and say, look, you get this, solicit information from the schools and committees to say, let's put a bill in to change this, because at the school committee, we think this statute's not working. I mean, you can always try that.
Mhm.
And they'll do it. I mean, well, if they have the support, obviously, you can put it.
Right.
I think the way to go is you go, instead of we see some school committees sometimes trying to get support the thing, but instead of this stuff, I think the thing is to go to the RIAS board, try to get them to support it, and then go, if you really want to get it through, get RIAS to support it first, and then, because they'll pull their members before they do it. Before they support it, and let them ask, see if it's a good idea or not. Well, we can change things. We're not, I mean, we are bound by state law. There are methods we can change it. We can be instruments of change, because we should be if we think there's something that needs to change. I could say, I see a lot of different people putting in changes. You don't see the school committees putting changes, and I think that we should be more active, because we are it's our role. I'm not saying us in particular, just all the school committees.
Good point.
Any other comment on that? Particular? Okay, if we move on to E, class size. Any questions?
No, I think
Questions on that? And F, student and staff health and wellness subcommittee, go Jean.
Obviously, this is based on Rhode Island general law.
Yes.
But it does not speak to what we actually do on the wellness committee. So, I mean, maybe this is a good one to, follow up with what Bill was saying. So I just don't, obviously, I don't think we can rewrite it because it's the state law, but there are some things that.
We can augment it, right? I mean, we can't say that we're not going to have a wellness committee,
Right,
that it's
exactly.
forbidden in the district, but, we can augment that, so.
We could
All right,
definitely.
So let me pull that one aside,
Okay,
and, I can touch base with a number of people. And, also I can cross-reference what other districts have. And a lot of this I have cross-referenced, and we're all pretty much, especially with state statute, it's, we're all very,
well, and I'd be happy to share my thoughts,
please.
you know,
Okay,
not now particularly, but anytime.
yeah, no, that's fine. Why don't we set something up and,
For us with the second reading,
yeah,
if you make those changes.
very good. Yeah, because there's also a new law that came in, this year, so we have to have a safety committee. And so it's, It's a student safety committee. It's not the wellness committee. It's a separate entity. So we'll have to set something up in a policy around that and a procedure to attach.
We move on to number 2, the second reading of the new revised policies and protocols. A, the 15 medication policy.
I hate grammatical change.
Are you good?
I have had some constructive, conversations back and forth, our school nurses. And, they have some questions on it, but it's the difference between policy and procedure. For the policy, it's good. Procedure, that also, applies with augmenting it. So, there are things that we can augment in the policy, but there's also can be a whole body of procedures that attach to a policy.
So we're good on that one?
So we're good.
Do we need a vote on that? Annabelle? Is there a motion to accept the revised policy for medication? Moved. Second. All those in favor? Aye. And number 3, introduction and publishing of new district athletic handbook, discussion, vote, or other action.
So I provided you a copy of it. Our athletic director, Robert, went through, and I think our handbook was 10, 15 years old. And it was one of those things that it was always a project every year to update the handbook. But, we've had a whole series of stipend or part-time, and it was just so. Robert sat down and went through it and revised it, catching up with a lot of the interscholastic league language, and just a good thorough review and an update. I can't tell you specifically if they're good or not, but I think they are because I'm not, I admit, a sports guy. And this isn't my field of expertise, but it is his field of expertise. And so I'm very confident in what he put in there. I read it. It all makes sense to me. So,
Yeah, it looks good to me. I just have one question. I was trying to find the old handbook somewhere on our site, and I just couldn't dig it up. But for all these policies, we can start to see what had changed or what was proposed to be changed. And I'm wondering if we could just get a copy of the whole, just be helpful to see what's
Yeah.
updated, the approach to the thing.
yeah, and I think for the sake of time, and because this, on policies, when we update policies, we redline and we have all the tracking and all that. It's very time consuming, and this was a 28-page document, so I'll get you the old version. And yeah. In fact, I can use AI to do a comparison of the two and give you the summary, because that's one of the other things we've been doing a lot over the summer is we've been doing a lot of work with AI, and things like this have become much, much easier.
I have one question because I read the whole thing. The weight room, I know there was a question, and I know is there a schedule for each sport and activity when they will be in the weight room? And
Yes,
okay, so that's
yes,
kind of cleared up.
yes.
All right.
Under supervision, obviously.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
On page 5,
Mhm.
Lincoln instead of North Smithfield, so that might just want to be changed.
Nice one.
I missed
Good one, Steve.
Someone has been copying.
Oh, I see it.
We share. Got it.
Great.
Okay, is there a vote on, this is not a second reading or? Okay, is there a motion to accept the introduction and publishing of the new district athletic handbook.
I'll make that motion, but doesn't Chris want to look at the comparison?
So is this time sensitive? Is this something that needs to be done before?
We've had the handbook for I don't know. I mean, he's met with the coaches, he has the students. I'm not exactly sure if he's distributed this version.
I mean, with
What would you like to do?
I've read through it, it's fine with the, amending that this is not Lincoln. It's all fine, I'm just curious what's changed, so
Oh.
an impediment to the approving.
But I'll do that comparison for you and send that out, so.
And if
In
we
fact,
find,
we can even put it in the packet for the next school committee meeting as well and make it public. So it's okay.
So if we vote on it and we find that you want to amend something,
yeah, if we find
We
something
could do
dramatic,
that.
we can just amend. it.
Mhm.
We can do a new version. I mean, if it's dramatic, we'll change. I think.
I'm just sending him a text right now.
Yeah, I'll make the motion just on the idea that if the administrators, the athletic director can start with this, and if we find something really dramatic that we want to change, we can certainly change it, but it sounds like it would just be minor touch-ups, I mean, short of, again, somebody seeing something saying, oh, no, not that. But it doesn't sound like that, that makes me clear what was done.
is there a second? All those in favor? Aye. Are we good? With everything at that point? Okay, so consideration of and vote on a motion to convene in executive session. So moved. There a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Chair Bartololi,
Yes.
Mrs. Mayo,
Yes.
Mr. Connell,
Yes.
Mr. De La Cruz,
Yes.
Mr. Simpkins.
Yes.
All right, so, we have to read that statement, then we can comply, we have to read that in compliance with.
Oh, I'm sorry. In
Has to go.
compliance with Rhode Island General Law 4246(5), one written notification was provided to individuals discussed in executive session with the option to hold the meeting in open session.
Yeah, just make it see. So we move.
We are
we're ready.
in executive
Yep,
session.
executive session.
Let me pause.
Rhode Island General Law 4245(a).
So move.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And reconvene into open session. Is there a consideration or vote on a motion to seal executive session minutes pursuant to Rhode Island General Law 4246(5)(a)(1), 42-46-4, and 42-46-5?
Madam Chair, I move that we move to seal the minutes pursuant, the minutes from our executive session pursuant to the statutes you just cited.
Is there a second? Second. All those in favor?
Aye.
And just a statement to notify, no votes were taken. In compliance with Rhode Island General Law 4246(4) and 4246(5). Is there discussion, vote, or other action?
Madam Chair, I move that we move to accept the superintendent's recommendations as they were presented.
Is there a second?
Second that.
All those in favor? Is there a motion to adjourn? So moved. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you.